Alright, what we have here is a 4L60E transmission. And there's something here I want you to see that you might run into. I ran into this before. This is a used transmission, but I'm putting a new transmission range sensor on here. And I'm going to show you something when I put this range sensor on. I want you to look at it right here on this manual valve here. Shaft. Now, let me get this where you can see it. Okay, let me get something here. Point. This plastic piece right here, when I move this, I don't know if you could see that, but let me get closer. This thing wants to blur. I have to get it. Let's see how if I can get this closer where you can see it. Alright, that's better. Okay, I'm going to move this. If you see this moving, you see how this inside piece, where is it? Right here. This plastic piece, you got this part, and then there's a little line, and then this part here. Do you see when I move this, how that moves around the shaft like that? Now that is not supposed to happen at all. The part, which is this part that hugs this shaft, should be tight, because when this manual shaft starts to move from park reverse neutral, it has to show the proper reading, but it won't do that because it's sloppy there. And this is a new range sensor. Now either that shaft is worn some type of way, or this range sensor is just too big, but I've run across this before. Now there is a way of fixing that. Now make sure you look at it, how it's moving. See, it's moving there, right around there. Again, this part here, right there, should not move unless this moves. So how can you fix that? Well, what you can do, you can sand the shaft up, rough it up a bit, and you want to apply some type of epoxy, super glue, so that will work, and put this in its right position and let it sit. Now make sure the glue doesn't bond this one and this part together, because if you do, you're in trouble. So I'll show you what I'm going to do here shortly. I'll show you. Take this off. Now I have some super glue here, and where you want to be is on the inside of here. You put something on there. Okay. Go like this. Alright, so now I'm going to let that sit there just a bit. It won't take long for the super glue to do what it's supposed to do. Now, if you don't do this, when you move your neutral safety switch, or excuse me, when you move your manual shaft rod, then your park reverse neutral will be off and you'll never be able to adjust it right because of the slack that's in there. Now let's see if it moves. Okay, I'll move it up and down. Can y'all see? It's staying still now. Only that top half is moving. See, that's where it's supposed to be. Hold on, can you see that? See? Now only the top half, which means now, where are we? This part here is staying still, and only this part is moving. So this stays still now, and this moves. So let's see. Let's move it again. Let's see if I put a light on, you might see better. Okay. See that? Only that top half is moving, and this bottom half is staying still. You may run into that sometimes. Remember, this inner part have to move with the manual shaft before you get the proper reading. You can adjust it right here. Right here where the bolt is, you can move this up and down to adjust it. Okay? Make sure that doesn't move. Alrighty then.